Hey y'all, how's it going out there? Hope everybody's having a good evening. It is Tuesday, July 15th. All right. Let's see where we're starting out tonight. I'm checking something. I'm checking something. I'm checking something. I think my camera doing this mirroring thing. I'm not quite sure how to fix it while I'm in the live. Can y'all read this or is it backwards? Because I don't know. We'll find out. We'll find out. I flipped it in the regular camera settings, but I may have to switch up to an actual webcam here because I don't like that somebody's brought it to my attention that all of the words are backwards. Can you read this? It's backwards, Cynthia. Shit. All right. I'm not going to do the basket tonight then. It doesn't matter if the pictures on the cards are backwards. You guys will see those mirrored no matter what. So we have passed that minute mark. Welcome in, witches, bitches, twats, and thoughts. I'm Black Betty, and I'm Karma's right hand. Welcome to the Underdog Ministry, you guys. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with me. So, headphone warning. I'm gonna have to use my laptop tomorrow or something. I'm gonna have to get a webcam because I can't. You guys are supposed to be able to read that along with me, and to have you read letters that are backwards is probably not very cool. It's like torture. So we're just gonna roll the dice. All right, you guys. Headphone warning for that. Let's see here. What is the first word out? You got to be kidding me. Waco. Like Waco, Texas? Waco. When I was young, the Branch Davidian compound was huge news. I think I was my kid's age when that stuff happened. Aladdin. Alladin. Where'd my D go? There we go. Aladdin. So we've got a diamond in the rough, touch nothing but the lamp, a street urchin. Riff raff, street rat, I don't buy that. I'm getting one part of that movie where the ladies are like, still, I think he's rather tasty. I don't know. This person here is like some sort of a ladies' man that I'm picking up on. I don't know. Bruh. 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 Why? Bruh. Why? Whoever this is in the audience regularly. Okay. This person might call themselves like wacko, like crazy instead of Waco. That might be wacko. ROFTL. Rolling on the floor laughing. ROFTL. Hey, Mott, how are you? Is it Mahit? How are you? Welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Tribute. Somebody's going to get roasted. That's why it was going to be ROFTL, rolling on the floor laughing. So he's going to do some sort of roast, a tribute to another person. Very. Jet. Somebody might be flying somewhere. Somebody might it ain't about jet. Hold please, folks. Okay, yeah, jet's on this side. Spirit just said fuck their opinion. FTO. I know that's backwards. FTO. All right. Sorry, guys. I just won't show the letters because then it's not backwards. TW, WW, ET. ET, phone home. All right. Something about extraterrestrials. Fuck their opinion. Especially if they're not flying on their own jet. Bruh. Okay, we've got somebody here that's kind of elevated money wise, like jet setter, fast life. Somebody that wasn't supposed to touch anything but the lamp, but took all the treasure instead. Getting all kinds of downloads right now. We got, I'm feeling somebody's very young, very cocky here. Feels invincible. They got a jet setter's life. They don't care what anybody thinks. Fuck their opinion. Intellect is here. This person's super sharp. They're smarter than the average bear. Manifestation and awakening. Okie dokie, we've got a problem. We've got a darkling on our hands here, folks. Just like light bearers are coming to awakenings in waves, the balance has to be kept. So, for every enlightened being, everybody that develops some sort of second sight, enlightenment, peace, um, a spiritual pathway, whatnot, a golden road, so to speak. There's a downward spiral that matches it on the other side. And somebody here is so smart that they have jump started some sort of dark awakening. This person might be have a clinical diagnosis. This person might be so level genius that there's no emotion. Think Spock from like Star Trek here. Emotions are a human thing. This person doesn't even see themselves as human. They're so smart. They see themselves as a like a different level. They see themselves as elevated, like an alien here. Um Somebody broke this person's heart and it triggered a downward spiral and they're finding their power in the dark here. This is this temptation. Okay, that's been heavy this week. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Right? This person wants to be led into temptation. This is the person that's willingly taking a leap out of God's favor here. They want that fast lifestyle. They're too smart to stay in one spot for very long. This person can't relate to other people, so it's physical. It's never emotional. This person has been hurt one too many times and they see other human beings like we see ants and cockroaches. What's the first card out? Here. Didn't I say wacko, not Waco? Here's asylum. Okay? Asylum. And we're not talking political asylum here. We're talking mental asylum. Okay. Somebody is in like driving themselves into the dark madness, as above, so below in the reverse, into the dark madness. This person's, I'm hearing, about to become a danger to others, never themselves, but to others. Wow. Okay. Has anybody out there seen the movie Labyrinth with David Bowie? This somebody in that movie, he kidnaps a baby, and the sister babysitter has to go through all this fantasy labyrinth shit, all these mazes, tests of integrity and loyalty and love and strength and whatnot. And David Bowie's in this. I don't remember the entire thing very clearly, but he's pretty creepy in the movie. I don't remember if he's a good guy or a bad guy. I just remember being terrified of him because I was young when I saw it. But that's what this card is giving me right now. Somebody who would go to any lengths to make somebody else chase them down the rabbit hole so they can be in control of their fears, of their needs, of their desires, of their love. Ooh, this person wants to be the center of somebody's universe. Everything's beneath them. Didn't I say that a minute ago? Everything is beneath this person. Yo, folks, I think we've got a criminal psychopath on our hands in this reading. I'm not a licensed anything other than to drive, okay? The Fool and Death just flew out while I dropped the cards. We'll just leave that where that is because it came out before I shuffled. But this person's way too smart for their own good. They're smarter than everybody. And what's happening here is it a dark awakening. They were tempted. They followed temptation. And now this person's brokenhearted, having, I'm going to say, a break in reality. I will not say they're crazy. That's been said to me one too many times. This person's having a break in reality. They're letting their darkness take over. They're lost in their own labyrinth, and they really, really feel like they should be the center of somebody's existence here. But everybody's beneath them. So I don't know. This person wants a partner to pay tribute to them. And this is not role play worship. This is not a kink. This is an actuality. This person's mind is really fixed in this dynamic. I think that maybe perhaps there's too many rights in like things here. For what this person wants is a slave and a worshiper, not a partner. Look, they are a blockage with anything tangible here. Why? King of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Pentacles in reverse, victim mentality, Nine of Wands. Okay. So this person is losing opportunities because of their mental presentation. Whether or not this person's actually got a diagnosed issue or whether they're just maybe having an emotional exhaustion or like a stress break, just stress induced, um I don't know what else to call it but an emotional breakdown. Like this person's work and their money might be really suffering. They're missing opportunities or getting denied for loans, getting nobody's paying them what's owed. This person may have made some bad choices with money and helped people out that they thought they were smarter than. They were going to make some interest. They were going to make money being a loan shark here or something. And this person has got people retaliating against them. They feel beat down, worn down by life. Everything is unfair. They don't feel like they can persevere. This person is going through a dark awakening. They are having their dark night of the soul, and they're going to come out on the other side, uh, managing the place, basically. That jet setting life with the corpse rations. I mean, corporations, excuse me, I misspoke. So this person can manifest anything they want. They're beat down, but they did this to themselves so they could manifest whatever they wanted. Remember? Their heart was broke. They weren't going to ever let anybody get in again. This person's going down a downward spiral, lost in their own labyrinth, confirmation, feeling like they should be the center of the universe, but they're missing chances, they're missing opportunities, they're losing money, their business or their work is starting to suffer, they're looking unstable, they're looking beat down and ragged, and this person is still trying to manifest in that energy. Manifestation, manifestation. This person's really trying to like put the work in here. They're angry. Look, they're trying to like, I'm sorry, I didn't hold that up for very long. This is the Knight of Cups. So he's shiny. He's got a cup of something he's coming to offer. This person's trying to manifest another relationship with somebody that pays tribute to them. Who is this Joker? Really? This person's trying to manifest an empress with these illusions. Literally. This, this person is trying to manifest a romantic offer to an empress, and it's all illusions. Fuckery. This person thinks they're smarter than this empress here. They're going to, I don't know. Oh, this person's sadistic. I'm sorry. This person has Napoleon syndrome. And when I say Napoleon syndrome, their soul and their ego and their identity is so small, they could be hung like a freaking horse and this person would get no play. They're brokenhearted and so they're nasty. They want somebody to worship them and pay tribute to them. And now they want an empress to be their next, I don't know here, servant? This person really wants to be worshiped here. They're so smart, they don't have time for love. They're superior intellect. Superior intellect here. Meanwhile, this person's got a little finger or a tentacle in everything. A little bit here, a little bit there, sticky, smart. What's happening over here? This tentacle can't see. Okay? Like, um, this dark awakening, I'm kind of nervous about this. I'm kind of nervous about tapping into it, actually. Oh, tell me about it. What is the outcome of this person with this dark awakening? Because unfortunately, it's not always summertime, it's not always daytime. There is darkness and there is cold winter, okay? Just like cycles in life, there is energetic cycles and they have to be kept in balance. This is one of those people that is going to be extremely powerful on the other end of things because they are fueled by intellect and heartache, and a heart so cold that I don't think light or love can reach them anymore. A lost cause. Differences in reverse. Apples to oranges. This person is to the dark side what chosen ones are to the light workers side. This is a dark chosen one. Apples to oranges. They're equally as powerful. This person's calculating, and it's clinically insane. We've got deceit in reverse. They're about to be exposed. They can't lie to somebody, or their lies are being exposed. This person thought they were smarter than everybody. Okay, remember that. There's somebody out in my collective here. This person thought they were smarter than you, smarter than what you could make for yourself. They were going to be able to, I don't know here, get you to pay tribute to them. This person, um, this person might steal with Aladdin there. A street rat, he had to steal bread. They were going to cut off his hand in the movie for being a thief. Meditation in reverse. Somebody cannot find any peace. Apples to oranges. This person's going to walk around angry forever. What's going to happen here is they're not going to be able to manifest. Apples to oranges. You can't, something about you can't graft those two trees together. Something about you can't splice those energies together. Apples to oranges. Whatever this person is doing because they're heartbroken, they're trying to drag somebody down with them. Who are they trying to drag down with them? This Empress energy? Why? Movement. Oh. This Empress energy forced this person to feel their heart when they thought it was cold as stone. Apples to oranges, and you can't splice those energies. This is somebody that found a spark in the deepest of their darkest. But they're still dark. So, what they're trying to do is put the light out, not climb up towards it. Reminder, don't forget that part. Okay. Oh, so we got, I hate to use the crazy word. We'll just use Waco for that word here. Okay. So we've got somebody here that's wasted in Waco and they are super criminally intelligent. Okay. Mastermind here. And this person is bored with humans. They're above and they're like a superhuman computer, but they don't have that file that teaches them how to have empathy or emotions. They've been hurt, or they've just never used their heart. And they're having this dark awakening because this empress made their heart feel a spark here. Illumination. What else fell out? Energy in reverse. Can't splice those energies together. But for one moment, this person felt a peace and comfort inside of themselves they have never felt. Their heart was black until this empress came along. Does this empress even know this person? Growth in reverse. Somebody who is stunted. Maybe when they were growing up, they were never given any love and they didn't know what to do with their heart. Like maybe they were just like a street kid who had to steal to get by, steal to survive, make a living just to stay alive. Maybe this person wasn't allowed to ever learn what love was. Oh, we don't want somebody talking about this. I just got like a stab right here. Ugh. I love it when I can feel that. Just shut up, bitch. Just shut up. Stop talking. I'm hitting a nerve. Somebody didn't grow up to where they could have love. They just found people where they could manipulate. They could pretend. They could um, put on the facade of being emotional, but this person's clinical. They're insane. Like maybe to the level of being a stalker or hurting somebody permanently. Death just came out. This person might also be on such a downward spiral in this dark awakening that maybe they hurt themselves or somebody else in a moment of passion, a crime of passion. Somebody may have spent some time in an asylum for a crime of passion. This person's had a really rough life, a really bad existence. Caution, in limbo. This person's had a really bad existence. Whoever you are, this person's got their eyes on you. They may live on some private property, like some sort of prepper property where everything is self sustained. We're talking solar, we're talking well, we're talking you got outhouses, you got your own farm animals, you got your own eggs, you got your own garden, like solar. If I didn't already say that, I think I did. This person kind of lives like on a compound. They're a really unique individual. I'm really kind of uncomfortable with their energy. I think they're uncomfortable with their own energy. I don't think they know how to figure it out. I don't think they know how to figure their own energy out. But somebody gives this person comfort. I think whoever they think gives them comfort is afraid of them. They're afraid to make them mad, afraid to make them angry. They don't want to trigger their hostilities. They know this person is on edge, unhealthy, not trustworthy, untrustworthy. That's trust in reverse. Oh boy, confidence and anger. Confidence is actually in the reverse. The more inadequate this person feels, the more pissed off they get. But the more their mental health takes a hit, the more inadequate they feel. This person is on a danger level. We're like this person's going to hurt themselves or somebody else if they aren't assisted with their mental health. This person may need to be like assessed. This person has had a bad upbringing, the stealing, and they feel smarter and superior in intelligence to everybody, so much so that they feel like they're an alien. Fuck their opinion. This person's getting a kick out of trying to take this Empress energy down. But the deal is, this person is so mentally ill, they don't realize this Empress triggered the last bit of light that was left in their soul. I'm very concerned for this energy. I don't know how much deeper I can get into this. I don't know what else to ask about this. Is there any hope for this person with the mental health problems? What is what can be done for them? What message does God have for this person with the mental health? Maybe they'll listen to God. What do you have to say to this person? Queen of Wands in reverse. Stop being petty. Stop being jealous. It's not them, it's you. Nobody's going to pay tribute to you when there is the Most High God. You are not God. Two of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Cups in reverse. You are not God. You are disrupting the balance of this responsible mothering energy's life. Knight of Cups in the reverse with some inauthentic emotional plea or romantic offer. The man is literally wearing a suit made of fish. The whole suit is stank. Okay. Look, he's just wearing a suit made of fish and it's in the reverse. We have got some mental decay here, emotional decay here. Four Pentacles in the reverse. This person's losing control. They're losing control of their faculties. Look. 10 of Cups right behind the Lovers and the Wheel of Fortune. This person swears that this Empress has something to do with the reason that they are not in a some sort of a love relationship, that they're not with their family. They think this Empress took everything that belongs to them, and this is not the truth. This person's partner is sticking by them. Their family is behind them, and they're hoping that things change for this person. This person needs to get some help. They need to get some mental health assessment. This person is a danger to themselves or to others, possibly their family members. Like, this person is blaming, maybe has a fixation on this Empress energy, but this Empress energy is not their partner. Their partner and their family are there with them while this person's having some sort of fixation on this Empress and taking them down a peg, manifesting some sort of romantic offer, but it's all illusion. It's all in this person's mind. Oh, I feel so bad for this. We've got Death and the Hierophant. Something This person thinks that they're hearing a call to put this empress to their end by God. Look at the picture. She's on her knees begging him to not take her down. This is a different death card than most of them. Yeah, this person thinks that they're doing some sort of, they're hearing from God to take this Empress energy out. Meanwhile, this person's entire family, their partner, their kids, they're all right there with this person while they're having this disconnect from reality. Whether it's permanent or whether it's a stress induced break, I'm unsure here. But this person really thinks they need to end this empress for them to be able to continue on with their happy family. Meanwhile, they're literally in their happy family, unhappy, mentally ill, unaware of what's going on. This person's looking for this empress to like get on their knees and pay tribute to them. They literally have a devoted partner and children at home, is what these cards are saying. This person's completely disregarding the fact that they do have somebody that loves them. They do have people that pay tribute to them right in their fucking living room, but they want this empress to fucking worship them. Pay tribute to me. Um, we've got somebody that's delusional here that has been tempted down the dark path. Literally down the dark path. All right, one more card. I don't like it. I don't like it. Hey Peter, we don't talk about bets, we don't talk about lottery, we don't talk about politics, and we don't pull on celebrities because everybody deserves some privacy. I pull on collective energy only. Collective energy only. It's up to you guys to confirm who or what I'm talking about in the comment section or not. Take what resonates and leave the rest, right? Fly Agaric, virtual reality is our poison card for the day, the deadly apothecary. So let's find out how it relates to this reading. Somebody here really wants somebody to pay tribute to them. And Fly Agaric, this is, I believe, a hallucinogenic mushroom. So I think this person is seeing and hearing things first and foremost. But let's read what it's about. So the energy around this card is enchanting, playful, and psychedelic. Used in Eastern Europe and parts of Russia as an anti-inflammatory and pain reliever, preliminary research suggests it might be useful to combat cognitive decline. Okay, so we're relating all the way with the cards. Magical and historical uses. Its distinctive red and white form is associated with fairies and magic. In past times, it was used by Siberian shamans to produce hallucinations and visions of the future to help their tribes people. Fly Agaric sees the world differently than most people and doesn't get caught up in the expected norms of society, such as having a full time job, a fancy house, or car, or social status, which baffles people. They realize that they've chosen to be human in what is essentially a virtual reality, and they refuse to play the game. However, so many are tied to their human story that they take the game very seriously. Fly Agaric does not seem to live in the real world, moving to the beat of their own drum, and this frustrates the people who are playing the game. So, this is this person's family. Okay. The antidote. Fly Agaric is an expert in observation and going with the flow because they realized early on that many things are out of their control. They're always prepared to play, and they have a wicked sense of humor, and their company is much sought after. They have mastered the art of surrendering, allowing, and watching with detached compassion as the world's dramas play out. They seldom get involved in dramas, trusting that everything that happens is for their highest good. Fly Agaric is an evolved soul who knows that this world is just an illusion, and they take great delight in living as their higher self. So, somebody here who's chosen the dark path has come across not one of their family members, but somebody outside of their family, outside of their love relationship. This is just another person that they have encountered in their world. Not saying they've had outside of their relationship whatsoever. This could be a grocery store clerk. This could be somebody that has changed your oil. This could be a delivery driver. Okay, but this person has come across this Empress energy, and it triggered some sort of mental snap. Okay, it took this person out of their reality. The light this person has triggered this person's descent into their darkness. This light worker did their job by triggering this darkling into their job. That's what they mean when they say that your spirit irritates their demons. This person's family is right next to them, right behind them, and they're completely disregarding the people that do love them, the people that do kind of like lift them up on a pedestal. They want to break this empress down who they've maybe even never met. Like, this is a delusion. This person is lost. Like, to the point where they think that God's telling them to end this empress's life, existence, put this person in fear. But the moments that this person encountered them, they experienced this peace and comfort they've never felt inside their soul before, and it irritated them to no end. And now this person is just dead set on making this empress kneel before them. What the fuck? How about no? Okay, kneel before them. This person's lost. Somebody may need to intervene medically. Like, this family may need to have this person put in an involuntary hold for a couple of days. Like, they might need to really be assessed intensively because this person is having hallucinations. They're disconnected from reality. They're trying to make a love offer to this empress so they can take them down from the inside, forgetting the fact that they're over here with a whole partner, a whole family, and they've got a good, healthy, happy life with no problems over here. Wheel of Fortune, upright, 10 of Cups, and the Lovers. But they want to take this empress down because God's telling them. That's what that's the mental illness. That's the disconnect from reality. This person is having hallucinations that a benevolent being is telling them to harm somebody they've never physically interacted with. This is like a celebrity stalker kind of a vibe, but not a celebrity. You know what I mean? Like, this is just somebody that's fixated on another human being in a way that they don't need to be elevated to that level. It's a sickness. This person needs intervention. Their family needs to do something very, very soon. Ooh, okay, okay, okay. I'm done with this energy, you guys. I don't like it. I don't like it, not at all. But I do like you guys. I appreciate each and every one of you that has hung out with me. Thank you guys for being here. You guys kick ass and take names, right? I am going to, you know what? I think I'm going to do one more thing. I think I'm going to do one more thing. Once we get this channel to 1,000 viewers, I think I'm going to give away one of the decks that I have used, and I'm going to give away one of my dream catchers. So don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, you guys. Share the video, hit the thumbs up so the algorithm finds us. And then once we hit that 1,000, I'll be giving away one of my goodies and one of my tarot decks down here. All right. I'm tired out, you guys. Again, it's July 15th. Thanks, Cynthia. I appreciate you. I am going to close out. You guys remember, if I can manage to not be a piece of shit, so the fuck can you. Back pretty out. Hmm?